Don't you know that the music should be solid?
Whoa.
Hey,
Nice wood background you got there.
I got some wood background, don't I?
You do, yeah. It's nice.
Got a couple of birds up there.
Couple of birds.
You know where I'm at. I'm in the West Coast now for a minute and a half.
Well, get it straight. The West Coast of a different country.
Correct. North of America. I'll let all us guess where that might be. North of America.
Don't underestimate. Some people might not know that.
I'm not sure where that is.
Yeah.
Is that
you
Russia?
know what? Hold on.
Is that Iceland?
Hold on. Do you notice what we're doing right now? I just noticed.
No.
I hit record and look at the view we're in.
What do you mean the view we're in?
Right now, we're recording side by side.
Oh, well, I see me now, though, up close.
We got to hang up.
Okay, let's hang up.
Hold on. I'm hanging up. We'll start again. You probably need to drink more water. Enter Ounce Water, Aquifer Pure Water, BPA-free packaging, and the first of its kind sleek bottle design specifically with hydration tracking in mind. Invest today in the water bottle company that makes it possible to reach your water goals. Hydration made easy. Okay, here we go again.
We're not going to tell everybody what we just did, but we just did it anyway, and now here we are again.
But due to my agility, I did figure out what was wrong.
Your brilliant eyesight of understanding what we had done to not be recorded the right way the first time, you went, Coates, hang on a second, we better do it again. And we did.
But you never know. Justin might edit that in. So you might see us side by side.
True.
He might edit it in. We never know with him. Or this might be the new opening. Point is, we messed up again, but here we are. So after however long we've been doing this, feels like 47 years, eventually we're going to figure this out.
I'm not sure we ever will. And you know what? That's part of the charm of the show. I think it's the part of the charm of the show.
Yeah. But it's a little odd because I would feel like, and I don't listen to any, that's a lie. I listen to a few other podcasts, but they're more, they're different. They're different kinds. And I don't really listen to ones like this. And I would assume that people have studios or like they just have a better grip on the situation. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants where literally we run into these things and we're like, hit record. It's been like that forever. It never changed.
It's never going to change. And I got to tell you why, because we don't stop working.
And we're moving.
We are moving and shaking. We're on trees all day long, falling out of them. Are we falling on our feet, on our ass, on our head? What are we doing? But we always get it in.
I got to tell you we never miss a week. And that's like literally, that's my badge of honor. We don't miss. And I got to tell you something.
There's another, don't miss a week. That's got to be on a t-shirt down the line.
Yeah,
go ahead.
A fucking week. So So when we're done with our podcast, I have to hit end. Like we don't have any engineers here. Justin gets all Justin and Carolyn get this stuff when we're done, right? So I have to hit end. And what it'll say.
Thank goodness for that.
I know. And what it'll say is your recording will be emailed to you shortly. And I got to tell you, it's like my ass is in a vice grip until I see that at the end, because then I'm like, did we just do this whole fucking thing?
Can you imagine spending an hour and 15 minutes with Kim Coates and you didn't even hit record?
And we didn't fucking record it.
Woo!
And that's why I don't know how I mask the pressure of this technological thing, because every time when it happens,
you're Theo Rossi. That's what you do.
Every time when it happens, I'm like, oh, okay, we got it. The file's going to work. It's going to work. Another week. We got it.
Hey, we fired off some beautiful welcoming videos to like 25 new Reaper crew level on the Patreon. That was kind of cool.
We just did a bunch of those today.
That was fun
25 of them today. I felt pretty good about that. No one has a last name anymore, according to these videos. But we did them all. No matter where we are, we got them done. And then we're rocking and rolling. Do you know what episode this is of season 5?
No.
I think it's like 9.
Oh, yeah, it is. Episode 9, season 5. Do you want me to say what the title is?
Yeah, please. I don't know what it is.
Andare Pescare.
Okay, what is it?
Andare Pescare.
Sure.
That's my Italian. Bastardo, pido chironete. Tu mi
You know what it
pigli
means?
stupido. Look,
Grazie, prego.
I do know what it means, but I
Okay.
can't for the life of me figure out what the fuck it means for this particular show. The direct translation in English is go fishing. Go fishing.
That's the cabin. Has to do with the fishing cabin.
Okay.
Sure. That's
Some
Frankie in the fishing cabin.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because I just watched it last night. So
there you go. Go fishing.
Let's do some business before we get into the show. So I released those images of the new drop that's coming.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's the pin, which because I'm a big pin guy.
Can't wait.
Pins on my denim jackets. Megan calls it my flare. I like my flare.
Yep.
So we got that dope Reaper pin coming.
Dope.
Then we got those 2 new shirts coming. Exciting. That should be October 1st, we're hoping. So in a couple of days. Yeah, Caesar, standard print.
Standard print coming up.
Excited for that. We're rocking and rolling here on Reaper. We're going to do a new theory this week. I think we're
we are
behind, but we're going to do a new one.
Yeah.
I think we probably have another Q&A coming up soon.
That'll be in 2 weeks, 10 days. Yeah, you bet.
We have our welcome video. We have a ton of new members on our channel, on our Theory fam, and everybody's been amazing. The community's amazing. I always want to, remind people that kindness is the greatest thing to do. So let's continue that little movement we have going of everybody being super kind and kind of realizing that like what we're in this for, right? Like the end of the day, entertainment is supposed to be enjoyable. All entertainment is supposed to be enjoyable. Look at this as a form of entertainment, which makes it synonymous with a form of enjoyment.
Yeah.
If there is any stress or anything coming from a type of entertainment you're consuming, my only recommendation, surely not an opinion, my only recommendation from knowledge is I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I hope you're getting as much enjoyment as we do out of this, because we do love doing it. We had a great thing with Hursty, Opie the other day. We plan on doing more of those kind of long form kind of things, right?
Can you just believe that we sat there in different parts of the world, finally being able to get a hold of Ryan, you and me at the same time, and just hitting record, and you guys were already talking for 20 minutes before I could hop on.
Yeah.
And it was seamless. It was an hour. It was funny. The stories, I'm starting to figure out that our peeps, Theo, they love the stories, man.
I love the stories.
I love the stories.
So much I don't know. There's so much you don't know. So much we forget. And this weekend, I got to go to Dallas with Ronnie
the Pearl,
Perlman, and Ryan Hurst, aka Opie and Clay. There was a bunch of other people there. Robert Patrick was there.
Yay!
Yeah, many others. We were mainly with Mark Paul Gosselaar, played Zach on Saved by the Bell, and many other things, and a bunch of other friends that you and I have run into. It was my first con in 2.5 years.
Yeah, man.
It was everything I hoped it could be and more. It's funny. I mean, 60-70% of the people that come up are ReaperReviews and part of the Theory fam and like so excited.
Terrific.
Love the show and love you. Where's Kim?
Terrific. Can't
Why
wait.
is his pasty ass not here? That kind of stuff. And they're super excited. They can't believe that we're almost at the end of the show.
Neither can I.
Neither can I. And that brought me to a thing. Tell me what you think about this. I'm just going to throw it out there because this kind of came through a bird or the wind or something. A lot of people have different episodes that they love. A lot of, fans, Theory fam, family, whatever. People all over the world just have different episodes that they love. I don't like doing contests of any type on this thing that we do because I always feel like you leave someone out. Like this is why contests suck, right? I think because like you have to pick a winner and then other people get kind of disheartened when they don't win. But one of the things I was thinking about, and I don't know when we would do it, is to potentially do an episode where we have like, as our guest, like 5 of the members of the Theory fam, like on this for like 20 minutes, like where they come on and they have to watch the episode too. But I was thinking about this, and it was kind of told to me, and it was kind of like whatever, and it came to me, and I was thinking about it. But the only reason why, as I've wrestled with it in my brain, is that I feel like people would be left out, and I don't know if I want to do that. So I just wanted to bring that up, because we are always trying to find ways to incorporate everyone into this, because it's not just about Kim and I, and it's obviously so much bigger because we all create this together. So I don't know, maybe it is the Q&As. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we'll do one like Q&A way where we record it or something. I don't know. What do you think?
I think 3 things. Number 1, we should do exactly that. I don't think anyone is going to be upset if they weren't, if you know, like Justin's going to figure it out how we pick 3 or 2 or 4 or 5. You get lucky. We pull you out of a hat. It's just your lucky day. Then we're going to do it when it's over the holidays, when you are at home. I'm at home. We're not filming in the month of December. We're not going anywhere. It's easy to lock us 2 down and Justin. Then these 3 lucky winners, because they're all lucky, because trust me when I say this, Theo, the other 800, 2,000, 3 people on our subscription page will be so happy to see whoever it is to be on, or you know, I guess it's going to be everywhere. It's still on all our audio and stuff. It's everywhere. They'll be thrilled for whoever. It's not a competition then. It's just, you got lucky. That's great. And 90% of our beautiful peeps don't want to be on this live anyway. They want to listen because they love to watch and they love to listen. So it might be something really cool to do in December.
Yeah, I just always want to find ways to incorporate, you know, that's why we do obviously the merch stuff. So people feel includes, like there was so many Rosie, all these people that showed up in Dallas had like the shirts on and the whole thing. And
no, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Sounds
so
great.
We're going to figure out something. So that's kind of all the business. I know we're going to talk about potentially our next guest, or one of the 3 we're talking about. Is it 3?
We have 3 majorly in line, halfway up the ladder rungs, and they're all ready to go. It's again trying to just lock them down, and we're ready. We're ready to go. Not next week, but the week after for sure.
And I like this kind of way of just doing the interview, seeing how long it goes, and then we're either going to place it in an episode like we're doing right now, or it'll be a standalone.
It's the greatest.
Right? Yeah,
it's the greatest.
Great idea. We see, because some people we only want to talk to for 12 to 15 minutes, and some people we want to talk to.
Well, they get tired of you after about 10. And
10
so
seconds.
They go, Coatesy, can't you just, I go, no, Theo's the tech guy.
No, he's going to talk.
He's the guy who does it.
Yeah.
I just look pretty.
Yeah. With the wood. Me and my wood.
With my little birdies in the background.
The wood and the birds. So
come on.
So let's get
Andare
into
Pescare.
this. Let's get into this Pescati. It opens up with Jackson as kid.
How good was that kid? 1 take. That's what I heard.
That kid was good, right? He was
1
really
take.
good. The bandage looked ridiculous on his head, but it was good.
Kind of placed there out of like circumstance. Like, let's put it there. No.
It reminds me of like the old days.
Wrapped around his.
You remember they used to have the toothache? They'd wear.
Yeah. The 3 Stooges did that all the time. They wrap it around this.
Yeah. It's a little ridiculous. Okay. So, but it was a good fatherly scene for Jax. It was good to see him smile. And
couldn't agree more.
Yeah. And then we go right to Gemma and Nero. You know, this is something I've realized about the show. Jax and Gemma really are the number 1 and 2 on the show. They're the one. They're the A and B.
Correct.
They are the A and B storyline that kind of crosses.
Correct.
I think that when I first started this show, and probably you did too, I almost thought that it was more of like a Jax Clay show, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Did it change, or do you think it started that way?
It just evolved.
It evolved.
I really think that we had a shot in season 2, 3, and 4 to go one of 2 ways. Get more into the club. Where's Tig live? Where does Juice? What's his house look like? Bobby, when he goes home, does he cook at home? Like, really, we could have gone that way into the club or not. And by not going more into the club, the big themes always revolved around Gemma and Jax. Certainly in season 4, when Clay became this anti-club, getting in trouble, beating up Gemma, he was on his way out in a way with the writers, I think.
Yeah.
And it really became Son and Mama. You know, it was Gertrude and Hamlet.
Club show.
Huh?
I think I would like to see what a club show looked like.
I think everybody wanted that or would like to have seen more of that. Maybe in a way, season 5, it has calmed down now from 4. It's calmed down a bit. I'm enjoying it. But boy, oh boy, you want to talk about Jimmy coming on this show. And he was such a modest, unbelievable TV/movie star to join our band of knuckleheads. And he is so fucking good on this show.
So good.
He brings this scene that we're going to talk about, Theo. He brings out stuff in Katie that Katie's never played before.
Well, that's what great acting, right? You're only as good as your dance partner.
Well,
and
there you go.
Something you really are. I don't care how good of an actor you are, unless you're doing monologues with no one in the room, and then it's really you and the camera. Yeah. You know you're better when you're working with a better actor. It's just the way it is. You're like, your whole game goes up. You respond different. They keep you on your toes.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I mean, good for the makeup department that day, because he got fully tatted up. So he's in makeup for like 2 hours just to put his shirt on at the top of the scene, which is really interesting.
So great.
That was no
Don't get it, but so great.
Yeah. It's like, really? You need to do that all? But he has mannerisms and subtleties that are, I mean, they're just unbelievable. And he brings up his son. He wants her to meet his son.
Lucius, yeah.
She just can't seem to bring herself to kind of tell him, this idea that she has. So it's a really great scene.
Beautiful scene.
Then we get to Clay meeting with the Italian mob, trying to track down Frankie. That's his name's brother.
Jeff Wincott. That's my boy, Jeff.
Yep.
My very first TV program ever.
Michael Wincott's brother.
Correct. Michael Wincott's younger, older, not sure.
Younger.
Jeff's younger?
I think Jeff's younger.
I think you're probably right. Not sure. Anyway, Jeff's great. My first TV gig in Toronto was with Jeff and Scott Hyland. It was just so much fun. Jeff's really terrific. So he's back. Clay's visiting him. Go find Frankie Diamonds. Yep.
And then we go to this Tara and Margaret scene. She's helping out, right? Jackson, Tara discussing her going to see Otto. This is still in play.
Yep.
Which we can't wait to get to that scene.
And she brings up that she's married now to Jax, who's a felon.
Correct.
So Theo
she can't get into the prison.
And what?
She won't be able to get into the prison. So if you're a nurse, apparently, according to Sons of Anarchy, I don't know if this is true in whatever world we're in right now, is that if you're married to a felon, you can't go help people in a prison.
Thank you. I was wondering what the big worry on Tara's face was. That's the deal. Gotcha.
So let's say, like, if you and I were married and you're a felon and I go help someone in prison, you might be slipping me information to give.
Oh, got you. Okay. That was the big worry. I didn't understand where that came from.
Yeah. Their assumption is like felons are felons. And that's just a shitty way to think. But then he gets to call it Chibs is all good. Which is funny. It just gives Tommy the ability to wear that hat, which we'll get to in the
I mean, we get to the parking lot and we're welcoming back Chibs from that crack in the skull. Yeah. My fave was DL. I mean, DL's entrance, whenever Happy got to talk.
Yeah.
Come on. It just made me so happy. I smile every time DL opens his mouth. I just fucking smile, man.
Yeah, I feel like he hasn't been around much this season.
He hasn't.
No, he hasn't at all. And I can imagine.
Neither has Tig, to be perfectly honest,
at all.
Like we're all.
I wrote that. I have that in my notes.
I'm not joking. I just
have a note later that says, "Where the fuck is Tig?"
You're really central because of the Clay Juice bond going on.
But I'm not doing a lot. But I'm there.
Yeah, but you know what? And we talk about you and Roosevelt coming up.
Yeah.
So Juicy Pants still has a nice thematic story going around, whether you speak a lot or not. I'm there for the one-liners right now.
Yeah.
Tig is not ever there until this whole Venus thing comes up, and of course Pope at the end. But nonetheless,
yeah, but it is,
and that's
weird,
pretty explosive
right?
in its own. It's really strange to me.
So we find out we found Frankie. Quinn found him. This is the first we hear of Quinn.
Yeah, thank you. That is
But
right.
we haven't met him. That's the first we hear of him.
Yeah.
And when I say hear of him, I'm sure he might have been mentioned earlier in another episode. So don't jump down my throat, everybody. But what I'm saying is that's the first time I've heard of him.
Yeah, it's a focal point from DL, the Nomads, Quinn. Quinn's on it. Quinn. Okay.
Yeah,
honest.
Quinn's played by Rusty Kuntz, who we'll meet later.
Yeah.
And now we all head to the table to plan this out. You know, these table scenes chapel scenes have such a different feel than they used to. They're just different. I guess now as a fan and as a purveyor of this, because, you know, I'm kind of going on this ride like everybody else has many times, and maybe some are doing it for the first time. The chapel scenes seem more like predictable in a way of like, okay, I know who's going to vote with who, and I know who's going to do what. And they don't seem like, the only real wild card in them is Clay's behavior, what Clay's going to do. But I don't know. Just
you do know. I look at them now, and thank goodness we are, and we love watching this goddamn show. It really is something. We had a wait. There was a wait in the chair in the old days, and you never knew how I was going to freak out about Kozig or Piney at the end with Clay. There was just a wait. Now the wait is gone. It's different. It's a different thing now, but it's way more predictable, and it's just different.
Yeah, and I guess you're right. There's no Piney. There's no there's just something's off. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no Opie at the table. He's gone. It's just off. It's just
whatever. So they say we can't kill Frankie. They need to trade him to Roosevelt. Bobby and Jax are sidebarring, right? This is a big episode.
I do, but I do love I love when Jax goes all in favor of Frankie Diamond's meeting Mr. Mayhem. That
the first time we say Mr. Mayhem?
I don't know if it's the first time, but it's certainly the first time I've really, really heard it. And what it really means within the club to take out one of our members, meeting Mr. Mayhem. That's specific, and that's the deal.
Well, and that brings me to our patches, the Men of Mayhem patches, and all those patches we wore because, you know, if you know or have done any research on any 1% clubs or, you know, a lot of the stuff that we're basing our stuff on, every patch does mean something.
Correct.
Meaning that something had been done or
before,
before, which earns you the patch.
Correct.
Right? You know, Juice has something coming up with that, or maybe you already did. I don't know. You already did. But everybody,
you were handed a patch by Clay.
By Clay, yeah. So when you get a patch, it means you've done some. Some of ours were Men of Mayhem, right?
Yeah.
What were some of the others? Do you remember?
Oh, I don't.
Neither do I.
But they were great. They were just anyway.
Yeah, but
really pointed out by Jax.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says to Mr. Mayhem, we all vote yes. That's a big deal, right?
Big deal.
So we realize that him and Bobby are sidebar. We can't kill Frankie, he says. We need to trade him to Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's going to tell us in exchange for that body who the rat is.
Yeah.
Wound up working out anyway, but we'll get to that. Then Gemma is getting close to Clay. She's starting to kind of show and do whatever she needs to do.
Yeah.
I got to tell you another problem I have here. I always have a problem with this, but I have a problem with this. We're starting again to paint Gemma as the good person. We're starting to paint Gemma as the woe is me. Oh, Gemma has to do this stuff with Clay. Oh, but she loves Nero. Oh man, she's going to have to do this and she won't be able to see her grandkids. Hold on, everybody. Can we not forget that she was involved in her husband's murder? Can we not forget that she married his best friend and that she's the controller behind all the bad stuff?
Yeah, she's the Lady Macbeth. There's no doubt about it.
So what are we doing? Why do we consistently try to paint her as the good person and Clay as this evil, horrible person who ultimately has always been controlled by her?
Because we do. because it's writing and it's the story. And you're absolutely right. It should be. What a great thing for Katie, though, to play Gemma with all these different emotions that she gets to play. So as a character, that's where you want to be. And she's right in the middle of it. So it's good for her.
Well, I'm making my opinion be known. I don't like
Exactly. No, good for you. Yeah.
The boys ride off, the music kicks in, big riding scene. Here we go. Everybody, season 5. We're all feeling good on these bikes. We're all riding.
It's weird for me to see myself not in the front row anymore. Tig is so in the back now.
Yeah.
There's no, I'm not the sergeant at arms.
I was in a van.
You know, I've gone back to row 5 and you're in a van. You're not even right. You're there to help out the old guy if he can't ride anymore. I don't know. Just different times on SOA now. People.
And let me tell you, on those riding scenes, when I was in the van, there were a lot of times they're like, you don't have to drive it. We'll have someone else drive it. We're not going to see in there. And I was like, oh, cool. So these guys will be out riding for the next 3 hours. You want me to just sit here? Sure. I
know, it's so lonely.
So lonely. I'd be alone.
So lonely. What a drag.
I was like, what do I do here?
We still love those riding scenes together.
Yeah, no, I wasn't in it. I was in a van. So, okay. Clay can't ride, or he says he can't ride. We all know that's a lie.
Yeah.
Because he's been riding great. He's in the van. Juice is looking troubled as always. Something's wrong. Juice has got issues. He doesn't know what's going on. He always looks like he has to take a dump. He always looks like he's got to go to the bathroom.
And of course, Clay gets the perfect phone call at the perfect time.
Perfect phone call. Perfect
outside the van. Perfect.
We got.
Where is he?
He's lying to Juice.
Let's go, Jizzy boy. Let's go.
Juice tries to play the good guy, but wait, we got to tell Jax. We got to tell. No, we don't. We don't go. And he's caught in this.
That worry look on your face, Jizzy Pants.
Dad says, if Dad says it, I got to do it. Right.
Yeah.
So here we go. Then we go to Gemma meets Lucius, which was a cool little scene. Kid's great. I met him a bunch of times.
It's a perfect. Yeah, that kid was incredible. It's a perfect calm before the storm scene, you know, to see his son and beautiful boy and share his life with, he's a bit of a player. He's a player. And Gemma goes, you're a bit of a player.
Yeah. And it's cool to see though. Again, I love seeing scenes that are based in humanity a little around the madness, right? Between all the killing and chasing and then the whole thing, you just see a little but again, let me come back to, here we are humanizing Gemma. Again, she's getting off scot-free while Clay is like the horrific human being that he's being painted out to be. That's all I'm saying. It's fine. I love Nero. I just don't agree that Gemma is now being changed in a way.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that Sutter had this kind of planned out kind of arc for Gemma all along?
I think it evolved, like you said.
I think it evolved too.
I think he always needs an enemy. I think he always needed a big bad.
Yeah.
The big bad the first season was Mitch.
Yeah.
The big bad the second season was
Zobel.
The big bad the third season was Stahl and the Irish.
Yeah. Yeah.
The big bad the fourth season was Roosevelt.
Yeah. And Clay. Clay became the big bad. Yeah.
And the big bad this season is Clay and the Nomads.
That's exactly right, bro.
And, because the big bad should be Pope, but no, Pope is on our team. Pope's basically like a club member.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Right?
It started off with the burning of freaking Dawn, and it's going to end pretty drastically, and we'll get there.
He's not the bad guy right now.
No.
Not at all. So every season you need a big bad, and he wasn't going to make the big bad Gemma. Ever, because Gemma doesn't have the firepower. She doesn't have the arsenal. She doesn't have the thing to be a good rival, because a hero is only as good as his enemy.
Yeah.
Right. Batman's great because of the Joker.
Yeah. The hero is only as good as the anti-hero all the time.
Yeah, always. Yeah. Right. I mean, you look at the greatest movies ever, Die Hard. I mean, John McClane's only good because of Hans. It's like you have to have the other. And he needed an enemy, and Clay was going to be that enemy.
Yeah.
I just don't think Ron got the message.
It's somewhere in a fortune cookie that he's left in his trailer.
He's waiting to find out.
He's waiting to find out.
Email. Okay. So
big fight.
The crew meets with Quinn. Yeah. Giant
big
brawl
fight.
ensues.
Here we go.
Yeah. I just want to point out that the only TV show I actually do watch, because I do watch one TV show.
What might that be?
I watch a show called This Is Us with my buddy Milo.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I love the show. And Milo's dad is played by the actor who was the mob guy in the
there you go
scene. Yeah. And the
guy's great.
Very, very good actor.
Cosenza. I think his name was Cosenza or something like that.
Hate him on the show. Hate him on This Is Us. He's a really bad guy. But when I saw him, I immediately thought about that. So let's not skip over. We meet Rusty.
Yep.
Large man.
That was his intro.
That was his intro. He plays Quinn. Always got the cap on his head. Comes in. We meet him. And you were there, right?
I was.
Here's the brawl. Another brawl. Did you bite anybody? Did you have to bite? Did you get your ass bit?
No. I got to really smack this guy through some glass. And we've talked about this before, how the director on every show that we do on when it comes to fighting and stuff, we're going to concentrate on, okay, Tig and his guy, Chibs and his, like we would do a big
do it in pieces,
all in pieces. I enjoyed that fight because I don't even think I got punched. I think I got to kick and punch. He goes right through some glass and it was like, whoa.
Yeah, unless you're going to do like the real deal, unless you're going to do like a big long John Wick fight scene, you don't really want to do like
no.
You're like, oh yeah, so I'll just throw a punch and I'll see you crafty. Like you're just good. You're good. You're like, you know, it's not going to be about you, the fight. So
and it was a good day because we didn't have to worry about gunshots. It was all just punch them up. Back in the old days, it was good. A little Western in a bar.
I will admit that when I was watching the scene, I still don't know what happened. There was strange writing because I don't know what that guy said to Jax. Jax said, or Bobby threatened him with cartel, and then the guy said something.
Yeah.
You know what happened?
No, it just escalated over. We're looking for somebody because he owes us a lot of money. And of course, Jax tells a bigger lie, saying he had $500,000, not the 250. So it's a bigger lie. And then a punch gets thrown, and then we just get at it because we needed action
really
in the scene.
Say that they were gonna lie, like that just came out of nowhere.
Just
like
came up.
Spot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you should have planted a seed on that or something.
Yeah.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Who cares?
No. Who cares?
Okay. So here's something interesting.
Which is?
Tara's with Otto.
Oh, back to the hospital. Yeah.
The nurse who comes in.
She was so good, by the way.
Ronald Logue's sister.
No shit.
Yes, shit. Yeah.
She was so good.
So good. So good.
So real.
She's good in everything she's in. She's Donald Logue's sister. And now we get into this sniffing scene. Starts with the sniffs.
Can I just say, holy shit, I dropped my popcorn in this scene.
I was eating popcorn too.
Dropped it.
I always drop
all over the floor.
Because the dog likes it. But this was not the full scene yet. We're just at the sniffs.
But when the prison door got open,
can I say something?
Scared the shit out of me.
Scared the shit out of me too. But let me tell you something also that I realized. Don't those doors have windows?
Sure.
So didn't he see what was going on? Didn't he look?
He should have. He should have let them go. He should have just watched the whole thing.
Did he enter ass first, or did he look before?
Face first. Face first. Didn't look.
He saw what was happening.
Sure. He should have said, "Wait a minute. Hey, what are you smelling? How come?"
She goes, "No, I'm fine. Get out."
I'm fine.
He doesn't need anything.
Out.
Yeah.
I'm on Sons of Anarchy right now, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm doing a TV show.
Yeah.
Out.
You're not supposed to be in this scene.
No, get out of here. Beat it.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
He didn't look through the window. He came in ass first. Apparently, he came in with his head down. Suspension of disbelief. It's a fucking TV show. Get over it. Got it. Okay. So all of a sudden, Frankie is firing on everyone. Juice has him. Juice gets the gun on him. You know, Frankie's firing. Juice gets him. And now Frankie lies. And Frankie tells him the truth. Right?
Yep.
Juice tries to take that in. And this is all happening real fast. I remember that day. I don't know if
I go, Theo, what do you remember about that day?
I remember that it wasn't easy. I remember that tension was pretty high.
How did the room smell?
Like Macy's at Christmas.
Okay.
And
beautiful.
yeah, Christmas time at Macy's. I remember
overwhelmingly beautiful,
Punching.
But go ahead.
Punching. I remember that tension was high. We were killing someone off and we were kind of moving fast. And I think that everyone wanted it to be certain people wanted it to be a bigger deal. And then this was kind of where Clay and Jax, this was really where we were at this point of like team this, team that. And now I'm implicated. I'm guilty by association. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I do. You're
in Team Clay now.
Yeah. And I remember this day because whenever we were on location is when you really feel the divide, because when you're at the studio, everybody's chilling together. You're all at your Winnie's, you're all hanging out. But when you're on location, things get weird, right? People start teaming up. I didn't necessarily love what was going on here because as Juice, I was kind of confused. And this was the first episode where it was read at our table read, because everybody knows we do a table read before we shoot any episodes. All the actors come in, we sit around a giant table. It's the last and only show. They don't do that anymore, I'm assuming.
Well, they certainly don't during COVID. That's for damn sure.
Certainly don't during COVID. We would meet if you were working or not, lunch on Wednesday or whatever day it was, you come in.
You're showing up. Well, that's the only time Dayton Callie ate. He would come in and have his free lunch.
Yeah, he brought a cooler so he could take extra food for the week.
Yeah.
And this was the one where you read when you went, oh, so Juice is now on the opposite team. Juice is going to be part of the enemy. And I remember thinking like, fuck, this is downhill for me from here. I didn't think I would last more than the end of the season. So
I got to tell you though, just to disagree a little bit. As Tig, forget about Kim Coates, Tig, we didn't know what was really going on between Perlman, between you and Jackson and Juice, or I'm sorry, Clay and Juice. We didn't really know, but I never, ever forgot that Juice was in a pickle. He's just in a pickle. He's not doing anything wrong.
Do you know what that means, being in a pickle?
Pardon me?
Do you know what that term means?
Well, I know what I mean it to mean.
No, we know what it means, but where did it come from?
Oh, I have no idea. I guess I got to look that up.
If you're in a pickle, wouldn't it be like you can't get out?
Well, you're in a pickle jar. You're with a bunch of other pickles and you can't get out. You're in a jar. You can't get out. You're in a pickle. You can't get out. I want to get out. I want my own life. I want my own. Nope.
So I got to add jar to it. I was in a pickle jar.
You're in a pickle jar. You're in a pickle jar? I have no idea. Look it up, would you? Andare Pescare. We're going to fishing. And the fishing at the Frankie Diamonds. Yeah. And by the way, you, Lone Ranger and Tonto come blasting in. A little bit uncalled for. I mean, how many times did you shoot him? 8? 4?
Well, let's think about this. So I come in with the Red Ranger rifle,
like,
right?
Come on.
I come in, I got it right at his chest. He tells me Clay's the one who did everything. Now, again, call me stupid, and I'm okay if you do. I don't necessarily love the word, but for me, it's totally fitting. Didn't Clay tell me something when I admitted to him about
your dad?
I admitted to Clay. What did Clay tell me?
Oh, geez. Did he talk about the home invasions?
Didn't he?
Maybe he did. Fuck, that was 2 shows ago. I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
Neither. But what didn't he tell me? Why am I so surprised? Oh, no, maybe he tells me he killed Piney. No, he told everybody that already.
Damn. Good point.
What did he
Not sure I remember.
What did he tell me? Me neither. It was like 2 episodes.
Peeps, help us out. Help us out. Come on.
Help us out. But he told me something when Juice told him about his.
And they said, now we're attached at the hip, Juicy.
Right.
Yeah.
So he told me something, and I thought it had to do with the home invasion. So for a second while I was watching this, I was like, why is Juice so surprised? But again,
yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway,
I'm sure people will tell us. Who cares? Doesn't matter. It does matter, but it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of life, it means nothing.
And then we all come blasting in.
Everybody comes
Jackson, the
last name.
team.
We're in this standoff.
Standoff.
Don't do anything. We're all gonna wait. And then here comes This Is Us, Milo Ventimiglia's dad. He comes in and no questions asked. He shoots him 963 times.
And I gotta tell you, I didn't remember any of that.
Me neither.
I go, how convenient. Clay doesn't have to blow away diamonds and his monster plan stays somewhat safe. Sure. Clay lives to see another day or season in this case.
Yep. There it is.
There it is.
So there it is. The secret's safe. Gemma gives Nero the ashes. They break into the mausoleum.
I love how she goes, here's Carla. I love all that. Here's Carla. They break in, all that. That was funny.
And then
I like
she says,
that.
do you think I'm Tig? Where he's like, that's
funny. Yeah, that was cute.
They love keeping that storyline alive.
They sure do. Necrophiliac's alive and well when it comes to Tig. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's a good little moment for Jimmy when he's putting the ashes in the flower thing. And all
Come on.
Great moment.
Like, again, fuck Theo. We've done how many movies and TV shows and gosh, it's been great. And we're talking about it right now. But when you're cast as Nero, as Jimmy Smits, and you have 3 seasons to just come in and have some talk about great writing. Talk about elevating the show, certainly in Gemma's world.
Yeah.
Great. Just great.
Not a false beat, not a bad line. He just has great writing.
Never a false beat. God fucking damn it, is he good on the show.
So we go back at the cabin. And now Clay has Juice lying for him because he fucking asked and Juice covers him. When Jax asked Clay, how did you know about Cuckoos or whatever it is? Oh, yeah, well, we just wanted to get here before. So Juice is now lying. He's part of this now.
Oh, yeah. And he can't get out of it. There's no way you can get out of it. No.
He's in a pickle jar.
Yeah. You're not getting out.
He's in the jar. They're in trouble. And now we go back. Here we go. Tara's back with Otto.
Oh, my God, Theo.
I don't know what's going on here.
I'm going,
he wants to unhook his hand.
Unhook my hand.
He's making the scene as creepy as fucking possible.
As creepy, and he's smelling her.
Yeah.
And then the hand goes, and you just, and I don't know.
I was uncomfortable.
I just went, I'm not a huge religious guy at all, but thank the Lord it ended the way it did. I mean, I thought the hand was going to come up like a Frankenstein through the,
and then he's crying. I was just like watching him like, sheesh. What's going on here?
Sheesh.
I don't know.
No, it's a sheesh moment.
That's a sheesh moment. Sheesh.
I wonder how Maggie, boy, if we could ever get Maggie on this thing. Maggie, how'd you feel in that Stockton hospital with Sutter? How'd that go for you?
The creator showrunner.
Yeah.
Punching his nuts right next to you. Weird.
Well, she does the same thing coming
She's fantastic. Yeah, but she's fantastic in that scene. Her reactions, her facial reactions. Maggie's always great too. So here we go. After that uncomfortableness, everyone is back at TM. This is a big episode for Bobby. I've said it before. He's got some really good stuff here. And then I just have to bring this up these are the funniest parts. Okay, so you, Clay, and Filthy Phil go stand by that bike. We're going to shoot you on a long shot. They're talking about you, and they're going to see you guys over there. But, pretend they don't see you, like you don't see them or whatever. And there you are. We're in the TM thing, pretending I'm working on the bike. Bullshit. My knees were killing me. I'm literally bending down for hours.
You still see me over here? Come on.
Like, can you lean down by the engine? I'm like, fuck.
It's Thursday night football.
Yeah, I have to lean down for the whole time.
The whole time, my back's gonna go out.
Yeah, you got a little seat or something.
I'm not gonna make the final edit anyway.
Got a milk crate? Like, I don't want to sit here. I don't want to stand down, bend down. I gotta bend down the whole fucking time. That was that. They're looking over there. Bobby and Jax are talking about, that basically Clay got away with it.
Yeah.
Then we find out Abel has been released.
Yep.
And they tell her about the Oregon offer still on the table. This Oregon offer. It's been around forever.
And I just got to say that, McNally, Margaret Murphy, who plays McNally, she's just so happy in all these scenes now. I wonder if she got a raise in season 5. Like, she's just always so happy. She used to be such a curmudgeon and a bit of a, So
Big
go on.
character swing.
Hello, Tara. Your offer's coming. How's the wrist? The sun is good. I'm gonna go have some tea and cake.
Yeah.
Would you like to join? No,
Meanwhile,
you know.
she's got a giant tattoo on her back that nobody's talking about.
We know where it is. We've seen that tattoo.
Yeah, we've seen it. The whole back.
Anyway,
cover.
just really cool writing for her. It's all Happyville now.
All right. So Clay goes in with Bobby. He's in the room. It's a good scene.
In the chapel, good scene.
And here's what I wrote here. Everyone's at odds. Where the fuck is Tig? This is what I wrote here.
You know where Tig is? He's literally calling up Walton Goggins going, hey man, you coming back? You heard? You putting the breasts back on? What's happening with you? Hey, Coatsy, what are you doing? Sitting in my Winnebago, waiting to work, really. The two best lines in that scene, though, when Clay goes, my conscience is clear. And then Bobby goes, that is something that never got in your way.
Yeah. What
a great line for Bobby to throw back at Clay. That conscience that you say is clear. It never got in your way, Clay. Never. Yeah. But he did what he had to do.
When I say where the fuck is Tig, let me explain what I mean by that. Did they ever at one point want to have like any moment with Clay and Tig where it's like where like Clay walks by and is like, hey, and Tig's like, hey.
We have one coming up, I believe. I think
these guys were attached at the hip.
Oh, but it's part of the problem, Theo. This you can't be a show this big and this successful without issues on the side. And there was a constant Ron Perlman, Kim Coates kind of thrust of we've got to finish Clay and Tig off somehow. We've got to add to whatever that was something. And we never got that.
Even him saying like Clay saying to Tig like, so you with Jax now, huh? Or you're with him 100%. You know, what does he have on you, or something?
No, the only thing we had is when Clay got shot, and I went after in season 4. I went after and killed Pope's daughter, and because I'm all on his side, and I cry in the hospital with him, and that's it. That's all we got. That's it.
So, Tara and Jax are heading home, and Gemma is there. She wants assurances. Again, making Gemma look like the good one, but she wants assurances. Tara gives her the assurance. And now Jax is heading out, right? Here he goes. We don't know what's going on. Gemma's with Nero, the birds. Kind of cool. The birds came back around. She's always had
that is cool. I didn't mind that at all.
Can I just say something on a personal note?
No. Yes, of course you can.
I'm gonna say something. Having birds in a cage is pretty heinous. Choose to do what you want. Birds are supposed to fly.
I have to say that bird behind me is not in a cage.
No.
It's going to fly off that wall outside whenever it wants. I've never had a bird. We never had fish in a tank. We had dogs all the time. And to each their own, I suppose. But that's their own.
You got to do what you gotta do. I would just think, because I had fish tanks when I was a kid and I had all that, but like, fish should be in the rivers or the oceans or what I'm just trying to think, isn't it comparable in a weird way to solidation, being in solitary confinement? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to make too big of a stretch here, but isn't it the same thing?
Could be.
No matter how well you're cared for. If somebody said, hey, right now, you're going to get the best food. You're going to get so much love, but I just want to let you know you can't leave.
Yeah.
And you go,
first
two parts sounded great. No. You're going to get the best food. You're going to get the most love, but you can't leave. And again, this could go into a very strange existential.
No, and it did. I was just thinking about. I loved how Gemma loves birds, but I never thought. They're inside. They're never going away.
I'm watching these two beautiful birds, and I'm thinking they're in a pretty small cage.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, maybe I was feeling
good pickup.
I'm empathic for the birds. So I was just thinking of all animals, it's the worst because the sky is giant, like they should be in the sky.
Yeah, these birds would go to the edge of the house and they go, okay, fly, little ones, fly. And they go, I'm not going out there.
No, they go, I'll be right out here.
I'm gonna stay right here in this cage. I'm not.
Right here. We don't fly that high. You can stay right here. Okay. So now Tara's being strange with the perfume. We don't know what's about to happen. And here we go.
Hanky panky
with your own spanky.
Hanky panky with your own spanky with your own hanky, and you're doing it, and that's what you're doing. Okay, you're not asking for Kleenex on the side. You're going in with your own hanky and action.
Hanky.
That's the way this is going down.
Frankie Spanky.
Yeah, that's the way this is. That's the way we wrote it.
So
that's
let
the
me ask
man.
you, was she turned on by Otto, or was she turned on by the situation?
She was turned on by that kiss she had with Jax, and Jax couldn't stay because the kiss was so fucking good. And I want you to stay. I want you to stay. And Jax went, nope, gotta go. Tara realized, well, if you gotta go, I'm gonna pull out my hanky because I gotta go too, and I'm gonna do it right here.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go right here with Frankie Spanky.
Yeah,
got it.
FX 10 o'clock Tuesday nights 2012.
Okay, Jack shows Roosevelt Frankie.
Oh, fuck yeah, he did.
Yep.
Dead in the trunk.
Dead in the trunk. Always a fun night, right? Dead in the trunk. And Roosevelt, not happy, comes to his senses. What the fuck am I doing out here with a felon, with guns and dead bodies? And just tells him about Juice. Jax figures it out like a Rubik's Cube. Right
Process of elimination right away. Yeah.
Process of elimination. And
then our montage starts.
We're in trouble.
Here we go. Well, you're in trouble. Juice is in trouble.
Juice is in trouble. Everybody's in trouble because the show's now everybody's in trouble. Juice is at Clay's, and Gemma shows up because now she's going to go through with this to see her grandkids, to take care of this. And this is a very, for lack of a better word, famous picture I always see of Juice is him when he comes up and he has that big smile looking at Gemma and Clay. And that was like the son saw the parents kissing and dancing, in the kitchen, like, see like the parents dancing in the kitchen and the kids smiling.
That's it.
I see my sons doing it when my wife and I are in the kitchen, and I see my sons looking from the table.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I based that scene on. Like Juice was like, oh, everything's good.
Well, then you did it completely correct.
Good. Because
it was beautiful. And also the smile on Clay's face.
Yeah.
He was like, what are you doing here? Oh my gosh, my hands, my wife, my past. It really was an opportunity for a family photo at that moment.
Yeah, my hands missed you, the whole thing.
My hands missed you. Yeah.
And then Jax is tailing Juice.
Shit.
I have no idea what happens in the next episode. I don't know anything. I don't remember anything. I do know that the thing where he says you betrayed me is not for a while, I think.
Buddy, hello.
No.
Buddy, I've got a blue shirt on. I'm in the West Coast.
Pescare.
No, what was it? Pescare Bastori. No, this one was called Andare Pescare. Andare Pescare.
It's over. That's the end of the episode. Now you got everybody thinking poor little Juicy is screwed.
Oh, for sure.
He ain't gonna make it. We're losing everybody.
He ain't gonna make it. And there's only 4 shows left in season 5. And I know for a fact I know what happens in the last one.
I don't.
If you think you can tell me what happens in the next 10, 11, and 12, forget about it. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. And about the movie. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I love you.
So that's it. Grazie prego.
Grazie prego. God, I love you. Goodbye. Jesus, that was good. Goodbye, brother.
That was good.
Good luck.
Goodbye.
Juice, I'm praying for you. And I'm not religious at all.
Me too. I'm praying for Juice. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you, buddy. Love you.